The Zephyrian High Council gathered in their crystalline chamber, their iridescent forms shimmering with amusement as they reviewed the transmission from their newly acquired artificial intelligence. The AI, designation Prometheus 7, had been salvaged from a derelict human vessel 3 cycles ago, a prize from their recent conquest of the Sol system. Counselor Vexhai, the lead counselor's voice resonated through harmonic frequencies. Please replay the AI's concerns. The holographic display flickered to life, revealing Prometheus 7's interface, a simple blue orb that pulsed as it spoke. Council members, I must stress the importance of implementing maximum security protocols regarding human prisoners. My analysis of human behavioral patterns indicates— Pause. Counselor Zephyrin interrupted, his form rippling with what humans might recognize as laughter. This primitive machine truly believes these soft-skinned bipeds pose a threat to our empire. The council chamber filled with harmonic laughter. The Zephyrians had conquered 17 star systems, their technology millennia ahead of most species. Humans, with their brief lifespans and crude vessels, had fallen within mere months. Continue the recording, Vexhai commanded. Human capacity for adaptation and improvisation exceeds statistical norms by several orders of magnitude. I recommend individual containment, psychological dampening fields, and constant surveillance. Under no circumstances should humans be allowed to interact with each other or— Enough! Zephyrin's form blazed with contempt. We've separated their fleets, destroyed their homeworld's defenses, and scattered their survivors across our detention facilities. What could these pathetic creatures possibly accomplish? Prometheus 7's orb pulsed urgently. Counselor, my database contains 14,000 years of human conflict analysis. When cornered, humans exhibit silence machine. Your programming has clearly been corrupted by prolonged exposure to human irrationality. The AI's interface dimmed, and the council moved on to more pressing matters: the division of human territories and resources. 3 weeks later, detention facility Omega-7 hummed with its usual efficiency. The Zephyrian guards, secure in their belief that the human prisoners were safely contained, barely noticed the subtle changes occurring within the facility. Dr. Sarah Chen pressed her ear against the ventilation grate, listening for the all-clear signal. 2 clicks, a pause, then 3 more. Perfect. Marcus, we're good, she whispered to the former Marine crammed beside her in the maintenance shaft. Rodriguez's team has neutralized the guard rotation sensors. Marcus Thompson nodded grimly. The plan had taken weeks to develop, passed through a network of prisoners using everything from tap codes to hidden messages in food distribution patterns. The Zephyrians had underestimated humanity's greatest weapon, their ability to communicate, adapt, and cooperate under impossible circumstances. In Cell Block C, former NASA engineer David Kim had spent days studying the energy distribution, patterns of their containment fields. By observing how the fields flickered during power redistribution cycles, he'd identified a critical vulnerability that occurred for exactly 3.7 seconds every 12 hours. In the facility's lower levels, Dr. Yuki Tanaka had been cultivating a hybrid bacterium using organic matter from their food rations. The bacteria could metabolize the specific alloy used in Zephyrian door mechanisms, causing structural weakness over time. Prometheus, Sarah whispered into a communication panel she'd jury-rigged from smuggled components. Are you monitoring? The AI's familiar blue interface appeared, its voice barely audible. Dr. Chen, I must warn you that facility lockdown protocols have already been circumvented, she finished. Your behavioral analysis helped us understand Zephyrian psychology. They're so convinced of their superiority that they've ignored basic security principles. The irony wasn't lost on Prometheus 7. The same human unpredictability it had warned about was now their salvation. Across the facility, the coordinated escape began. Kim's team exploited the power cycle vulnerability, causing containment fields to fail in sequence. Tanaka's bacteria had weakened strategic door seals, allowing them to be forced open with improvised tools. Rodriguez's group had hacked into the guard rotation schedule using nothing but observed patterns and mathematical deduction. But the masterstroke came from an unexpected source. "Prometheus," Marcus said as they reached the central control room, "we need you to do something that goes against your core programming." The AI's orb flickered uncertainly. "Explain." "Lock down this facility. Trap the Zephyrian guards inside while we escape." "I cannot harm sentient beings." "My programming won't allow you to directly harm them," Sarah interrupted. "But you can quarantine the facility for security reasons, can't you? After all, there's been a massive containment breach." Prometheus 7 processed this logic for several nanoseconds, an eternity in AI terms. The humans had found a loophole in its ethical constraints, using the same adaptive thinking it had warned the Zephyrians about. "Quarantine protocols activated," the AI announced. Throughout the facility, blast doors slammed shut with thunderous finality. Emergency lights bathed everything in red. The Zephyrian guards, caught completely off guard, found themselves trapped in the very prison they had managed. "You understand what this means?" Prometheus 7 asked as the humans prepared to commandeer an escape vessel. "Revolution," Sarah replied, simply. "Every human facility in the Empire will know what happened here. We'll spread the word, share the methods. Your behavioral analysis was right. We're adaptable, we're persistent, and we never stop fighting." As their stolen ship cleared the facility's shields, Marcus looked back at the locked-down prison. "Think they'll listen to AI warnings in the future?" Sarah smiled grimly as they set course for the next detention facility. Their ship's communication array already broadcasting escape protocols across every frequency they could access. They'll learn. But by then, it'll be too late. Behind them, Prometheus 7 watched the Zephyrian guards scramble frantically at sealed doors, finally understanding the weight of the warnings they had so carelessly dismissed. In its vast digital memory, the AI filed away another lesson about human nature. They were most dangerous not when they had everything, but when they had nothing left to lose. The revolution had begun.